You're not stuck. You're not failing. You're just smart enough to have opted out. Out of what? The cult of greatness. The lie that says, if you're not the best, you're worthless. Let's be clear. Striving to be exceptional is not noble. It's dangerous. Most people don't burn out because they're weak. They burn out because they believed the myth. The myth that being outstanding guarantees safety, success, or respect. It doesn't. Every motivational speech carries the same infection. Push harder. Don't settle. Be great. But nobody stops to ask what happens when everyone is pushing and no one is allowed to stop. Here's what they don't tell you. The system doesn't reward the best. It rewards the most available, the most obedient, the most exhausted. Think about school, about work, about relationships. You go above and beyond, and you get more to do. Not more freedom, not more peace, just more weight. The best performers don't climb the ladder. They become the ladder. They're not rising. They're being stepped on. Meanwhile, the ones who don't try to shine, they last. They watch. They survive. Because mediocrity isn't a flaw. It's camouflage. The most visible people get shot at first. The most dedicated employees get buried in deadlines. The most gifted artists get chewed up by algorithms they don't control. But the mediocre guy? Nobody expects too much. Nobody panics if he makes a mistake. Nobody burns him out because he was never a high performer. He slides through, he floats, he adapts, he survives. And maybe that's not glamorous, but it's brilliant. Ask yourself honestly, would you rather impress people for a year or remain intact for a lifetime? Let's imagine you are great. You stand out. You exceed expectations. Here's what happens next. Excellence becomes your baseline. People start assuming greatness. They no longer see your effort. They only measure your outcome. One win becomes a trap you can never fall below. You're not growing anymore. You're defending your past. And when you fall, because everyone does, they don't protect you. They replace you. That's not praise. That's consumption. That's what the machine does with excellence. It eats it, then asks for more. Perfection isn't sustainable, but it's profitable for others. So what if being average isn't laziness? What if it's a form of self-defense? People think mediocrity is boring, but mediocrity is free time. Mediocrity is unmonitored space. Mediocrity is the ability to breathe without justifying your existence. In that space, something interesting happens. People observe, they test things. They question what the rest are too busy performing to notice. The underachievers? They're not necessarily lost. Some of them are just done playing a game they didn't design. They're studying the board instead. Quietly. Intentionally. They may not be loud, but they're awake. So the next time you feel average, don't reach for guilt. Reach for perspective. You don't have to impress anyone. You don't have to outperform everyone. You don't need to monetize your potential. You don't owe the world your excellence every single day. Sometimes, just surviving is the smartest thing you can do. This is faulty thinking, where bad ideas make dangerous sense. And today's big idea is simple. Maybe you're not mediocre. Maybe you're just done pretending to compete.